Welcome back to another video, everyone. And today, you already know what you're here for. We're doing another comparison. And in today's video, we are doing Finn versus the newly introduced Powerpuff Girls. So, everyone has their own opinions, but as I do in these videos, I like to break down each character move by move, what I think does better over the other. This might be, a little bit different compared to the other ones, because I feel like a very different comparison between two characters, but Powerpuff Girls just came out, so we got to do a comparison video with them. We're going to start off with Finn. I have been trying to use Finn for a while before the Powerpuff Girls came out, and they are somebody Finn is definitely somebody I like to use. He's very strong. They have changed him a lot from where he was. I never used him in the beta. I just recently started using him, and I wish I did use him in the beta because I actually really like playing him. I play him a lot in ranked and stuff like that, especially when I play with my friends. If one of them will be Powerpuff Girls, since you can't double up characters in ranked, that's not a thing you can do. I will use Finn while they use whoever else they want, usually, unless, I get to be the Powerpuff Girls, but he's different. Definitely different compared to a lot of characters, but he's definitely also a good one. That's why I think he's, a good choice to have in this comparison video, because he's not no slouch when it comes to this game. He's a very good character. And obviously everyone knows the main thing about Finn is his backpack. It used to be a lot better than it is now, but as you can see, I almost get a ring out there on 50 or on 47 health, and he wasn't even. That was a 0 to 47 that I got Shaggy to, and I almost knocked him off the map with just the regular backpack on not a lot of damage. But when you get them up high on a lot of damage, it'll knock them out pretty much 100 or 100 and higher, or near 100 every time. Just honestly depends where you are on the map. If you can catch them up top, it's a great move. It's definitely something you want to utilize with Finn, and obviously a lot of people have done it with him in the past. And Finn is honestly such a good character, and I know he's been, he's been nerfed, he's been buffed, everything like that with him, but his moveset is fantastic in my mind. He doesn't have a lot of range. He is definitely he's great going up, vertical and horizontal. Honestly, it's just not, his down smash is not that great. His recovery is the backpack, which you can do twice. You can get, a decent amount of height from it, which is good, but you can only do it twice. So if somebody catches you off the side of the map or off the edge of the map and you already used your backpack, you're pretty much screwed. But that's a lot of characters. You get caught off the edge of the map with your recovery gone, it's, not going to be easy to get back on the map. But Finn is a good one in my mind. He's a very quick character, also packs a punch, and he has a very unique thing compared to most characters that a lot of them don't have. You could slam the backpack, but it uses your coins, so you need to be careful with that. But with Finn, with these coins, you can go down, Y, and you can either get BMO to come out, which if you press Y with BMO, he'll do a BMO chop, and you'll kind of teleport a little bit. The distance isn't very long, as you can see, you really only go about a foot. It's not even a foot. You go about 10 inches, which isn't, for an attacking character, it's not that big, but there's definitely other characters that have a lot better range than Finn. Range is definitely not a thing Finn has. He's a character that has to be right up in your face, but that's never a bad thing. A character that can, hit you for a lot of damage and that can be strong is definitely never a bad thing in a fighter game, because Finn's annoying. Finn can be a nuisance if you know how to play him. He has a lot of moves. One of my favorite things about Finn is that you can just run for a decent while. A couple seconds you can hold this. This is with the bumpers. It's you can hold up a charge. Normal Finn will hold up a high five, since I have the baseball one, he holds up the bat. And you could just charge it, hit him for, 14 damage pretty much every time. It's the same thing with the up. You can do this. You can hold the up. It's not as long. You can hold it and run with it, though, which is crazy to think about. If you can just, bing, knock him up, and out he goes with the backpack. So that's a fantastic move you could try to, utilize for combos, which is something really cool if you can get it down. And this is another charge thing he has. When you attack to the side, he'll just hit you when you're not running. Hold on. If you just he'll hit you he hits you with the sword, a couple little combos. You could charge that up and run at it. You can just hold it, run, and then let it go, and he'll hit you for, not a lot of damage, but it's a combo starter. As a lot of his moves are, you can do a lot of good combos. The thing with Finn is that his backpack used to be like, you could just like unlimitedly do it in the air, which was cool, but it was also broken if you got caught with it. Now, there's another thing you could do with Finn that you can catch people in combos, which is pretty cool. You can jump up, hit him with that kick there. So that's the way you can, you know, kind of stun them. If you get them up, you can hit them with the backpack, if I can hit them. You can hit them with the backpack, stun them up with the kick, and then go for the backpack again. You just have to be pretty close to hit that. It's not, you know, it's not guaranteed to hit every time, and it'll have a decent knockback to it, so if you hit it, you may have to go chase. So you can just knock him back, jump up with the kick. You just have to time everything with Finn, which is obviously most characters, but Finn is very, very practical. You just have to get good with timing and learning how your opponent moves. Is a good character to learn. Like, he gets better as you fight with him. I would definitely say you could definitely get better with this character. Even, like, just during one game, you'll learn more with him and definitely be able to do a lot more damage in the future against another opponent. But Finn itself, as you know, this is a comparison video. We will get to the Powerpuff Girls in a moment, but Finn is definitely a great character. All in all, if I had to grade it out of a 10, I'd have to give Finn right now probably a 6.5 or a 7, because I just think all in all, he's got great speed, good damage, not a lot of range, which is why he's not ranked higher, because as I said, you got to be right up in your face. So you got to know what you're doing with a character like Finn. He has a lot of great attacks, a lot of charged up attacks, a lot of powerful attacks, which can make him a higher ranked character in my mind. The backpack has ridiculous range. It'll catch you even if you're behind it, which is cool. So that's something you want to look out for. His coins, you got to be careful with. If you're using them, you can, you know, put on the buns, if I can get them out. You get armor, and you can also put on the speed boost too. So that's something else you want to watch with him. You can do different things. You can get armor, you can get BMO, which is another attack buddy, and you can get speed too. And this is one more of my favorite attacks that I like to do when opponents are on the edge of the map and they're on much higher health. You run at them and you do a side dash attack, which will bring out the backpack. You do need to be careful though, because you lose coins every time you use the backpack with Finn. So you need to be careful with that if you're planning on, you know, bringing out a BMO at the end of the game or bringing armor or speed. You need to be careful because you do lose coins, so something you got to watch out for. But that's pretty much it with Finn. His moveset, as I said, gorgeous, great moveset. All in all, fantastic character, one of my favorites. He was always a beta favorite for a lot of people. I never used him, but I really should have. This is a character I would suggest to somebody that is, you know, just starting the game or looking for new characters to play and haven't played him yet. As I said, you know, you might want to hop into training with him or just hop in a couple games, you know, unranked, just to play with him for a little and, you know, really get his moves down. You can run a lot of different combos with this guy. So it's, you know, definitely a character you want to get good with and have in your back pocket in my mind. So that's, we're going to knock him out here. We're just going to move straight on to the next character, which is the brand new Powerpuff Girls. And I will say that this character is one of the craziest characters I've ever played in a video game, especially in a fighter game. Their moveset is absolutely insane. They hit like a truck, and it takes a lot to knock them out. They can pretty much last until like 130, 150 on average to knock them out, and they get ring outs at, you know, 90 to 100 a lot of times. So their moveset is absolutely crazy. As I explained in my last video explaining on how to play them, so you can change in between each character, which is pretty cool. And each character does different things, especially with the recovery. Blossom is the average between them both. Bubbles is crazy with her recovery. She can jump to the moon. And then Buttercup, hers is not that high. She's just more of an attack character. So I will suggest, if you're looking just for straight damage, you will go Buttercup. If you're looking for speed, go Bubbles. If you're looking for both, go Blossom. She's definitely the lead I always choose, and they are a fantastic character. And when I compare them to Finn, the one thing that like is very different between them and Finn is the range that they have. They have an insane moveset. Like this move here, the little phone when you go down, is a great combo starter, especially when you catch it with the Hurricane, the up attack, which that attack is broken as hell. That thing will kill on like 80 if you get them on a good height, or if you get them on a... Okay, so maybe not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends on the map, just depends on the character you're facing. So they have a crazy moveset. The one thing that Finn definitely takes an advantage over compared to them is the hitbox, because their hitbox is so wide considering they're 3 characters. Like when you do a move like this, any 3 of them can take damage. Like they're not immune to damage. If he were to attack and he has a higher stat based attack based on how the gameplay is now with what they changed, they will take the other character will take priority and they will take damage, which is something you got to keep in mind when you're going to do combos and everything like that. Is they can take damage, so you need to be careful. They're not immune. They are great, but they're not immune. So it's what a lot of people seem to forget with them. But they are crazy all in all. I have to give I definitely have to give recovery to the Powerpuff Girls compared to Finn. Finn's recovery is the backpack, which doubles as an attack, but so does every recovery in the game. And like I said, if you're using one of the different girls as a lead, if you were to have bubbles out and you're off the map, you can literally just jump, and just like that, you're on the top of the map, and you can switch real quick, go right to Buttercup, and she will hit you like a truck, and you can do boom. Like she's definitely a lead you want out for just more damage, as you can see there. But I like to use Blossom because she is the greatest balance of both. They have one of the best up attacks I've seen with this Tornado. As you can see here, it does a lot of damage, and the knockback is crazy regardless of what health you're on. If you can catch somebody in that, it's honestly insane. Like when they're on 100 plus, you just get a nice little knockback up. It's an easy, ring out almost every time. And one of the things that they take over Finn as well, as I said before, is the range. This attack itself is crazy, that it can go pretty much, depending on the map, it takes over the entire map, and it slides, and it has great knockback and a shit ton of damage, which is crazy that this character is this strong, this fast, and has this much range, and that it's the first ever character like this that they built into the game. So, I mean, when we're comparing the 2 different characters, like I said, recovery has to go to these 2, or has to go to the Powerpuff Girls. Range, 100% Powerpuff Girls. Skill-wise, I think it's harder to play them, so I think easier to play, I have to go Finn, definitely, because these 3 can take a little bit of getting used to, because their moveset is crazy big, that they have such a bag of moves that it's hard to be able to, get them down right away. As you can see, they have an insane moveset. You can just switch while you're in air, hit them with the little ring around the rosy, and you can just continuously do that too. Hit them up with this, one more, and you knock them out at 89 with Buttercup as the lead. But definitely in terms of skill, they are harder, so I have to give Finn the easier character to play. Speed-wise, I think it just depends, because when you have Bubbles out, you're insanely fast. When you have Blossom, or when you have Buttercup, you're slower. When you have Blossom, it's a mix. But I'm going to have to go with the Powerpuff Girls for speed, which is definitely good to have, that they are fast and can hit like an absolute tank. So that's that. In terms of power, I think in raw power, Finn can hit for a little bit more than they can, but that's just in raw power. In combos, they're 100% better. I have to give them pretty much almost everything over Finn. There's not much else that I can give Finn compared to them, because in my mind, they are a top 5 character already in this game. Honestly, it could be top 3 in my mind, because they are just so good when you know how to use them. And I've come across people that are insane with them already, and they did just recently come out. But if you get good with these girls, then you will be very good at this game. And look, I've played against them, so they're tough to play against. So this is definitely a character that is not for newer players, not for beginners, but if you've been playing the game and you understand how it works, you understand the gameplay, you understand how certain characters are, this is definitely a character you want to pick up regardless. They are so strong, and one of the best characters I've ever really seen introduced into a fighting game like this. They are insane with their range, their attacks, just their speed. Everything about them is crazy. And you think they would lack in the recovery department, but they don't, because you can change between 3 different recoveries, 3 different heights of recoveries, 3 different types of attacking, 3 different strengths, speeds, everything. So they are honestly one of the best, as I said, one of the best characters I've ever used in this game alone. They remind me a lot of Beta Bugs, with how insane Bugs was, and the hype around Beta Bugs was crazy back then, because he was just insanely broken. And I think it's the same here. with these three because I think they are really broken right now, and they are going to get heavily nerfed at some point. They will get definitely nerfed into the ground. I really hope they don't kill them that much. I like using them. They're fun. They're a brand new style character, so it's something fun that you could definitely use. And this is an advantage, another advantage that they have over Finn is this teleport that you can throw the girl. When you're on the ground, you can literally just throw the girl, and depending on the girl, they do different things, but when you're in the air, you teleport to them, and you can do damage. So you got to be careful with that off the map. As I stated in my last video, you definitely got to be careful doing that, because if you get caught doing that, you're screwed. But it's definitely an advantage, as you know, it plays into the range advantage that they have over Finn, because their advantage is crazy when it comes to that. Finn is very quick, but they're also right there in speed, so it's got to be pretty even. But yeah, there's honestly really not much of a comparison. I think this is kind of an utter domination by the Powerpuff Girls. They would honestly do this to a lot of characters in this game. If you guys would like to see me compare them to another character, I definitely will, because I don't know really many other characters that can, you know, beat them in, you know, terms of just skill, strength, everything, you know, that makes a character good in this game. I really don't see how they could be beaten, but I would definitely like, you know, I could do other comparison videos, whatever you guys want to see. But yeah, that's pretty much honestly going to be it for me in this video. I do like doing these because it is fun to play the game, and this honestly gave me a lot of hope. I did make that video on what Season 3 needed, and quite frankly, they did a lot of it. The Battle Pass is nice. I like how they did that. The Ranked is better, so there's, you know, finally skill-based matchmaking in Ranked, which is good. So you're not playing against people that are 10 times your rank, which was something that I really harped on. I still need to see at least one more character this season, but we'll get there, I'm sure. This is a very long season, as they all are, you know, like 2 months or whatever it is. So we will definitely get there. I'm sure we'll get somebody else, but we haven't had anyone else really teased yet that we know of. But we'll get something soon. I feel like it's coming. But that's yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you all enjoyed this comparison video, and as I said, I like doing these. These are definitely fun, especially with, you know, characters like this. I like doing it, but that's going to be it for me. I hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, I hope you guys like the videos. If you guys want to comment whatever characters you'd like to see next, I'll gladly do it. But that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.